Hi, good day everyone. I am Jelly T. Pastrana from ABM 11C Reporting. Today we're going to discuss about horizontal asymptote of exponential function. Does any one of you guys have an idea about horizontal asymptote? Oh, that's great! So let's dig deeper of our understanding about horizontal asymptote of exponential function. Exponential function of the form. How do we read this equation? Oh, that's great. Fx is equals to a times b raised to the power of p, close open parenthesis, x plus h has horizontal asymptote at the line y-intercept is equals to h. Take note guys that if no h, then the horizontal asymptote is y is equals to what? 0. Right. You're right, guys. So, let's proceed in our next slide. So, I'm going to give you my 3 examples of horizontal asymptote ways on how we can identify if it is horizontal asymptote or it has horizontal asymptote of exponential function. Now, this is our first equation. Fx is equals to a times b raised to the power of p, close open parenthesis, x plus h. And fx is equals to 5 raised to the power of close open parenthesis, x plus 5 plus 4. Therefore, our horizontal asymptote is equal on what, guys? Oh, that's great! Y is equals to positive 4. Oh, why is it positive 4? Because in our equation, you can see that I encircle positive 4 wherein it is what do we call this again, guys? Alright, it belongs to H. Positive 4 is in the, not in the middle, not in the beginning, but in the end of the equation. Wherein, in our equation, H is in the end of the equation. So, our y-intercept is equals to 4, or aka horizontal asymptote. Now, I want you to see this second equation that I write for us to learn and dig deeper our understanding of horizontal asymptote. Fx is equals to a times b raised to the power of p, close open parenthesis, x plus h, wherein our fx is equals to negative 11 raised to the power of close open parenthesis 3x plus 2. You can see that I encircle negative 11 and h in our equation. But in negative 11, we can see that it has an raised to the power. So, therefore, our horizontal asymptote y equals to 0. Because in our second equation, we don't have h or horizontal asymptote. For the last example, we have fx is equals to a times b raised to the power of p, close open parenthesis, x plus h, wherein our fx is equals to positive 14 plus 4 raised to the power of close open parenthesis 11x, wherein our horizontal asymptote is what, guys? Oh, great! You're listening. Y is equals to positive 14. So, can somebody of you differentiate my 3 example of equation? Oh yes, mister. Oh, what a good question. Y in our equation, h is in the end, but in our third example, h is in the beginning. It's okay, it doesn't have a problem. But take note that if it is the number has an has an equation of raised to the power, that is not h, because see to it that in our equation, fx is equals to a times b raised to the power of p close open parenthesis x plus h. H doesn't have exponent and doesn't have close open parenthesis. So, therefore, our y is equals to positive 14, aka horizontal asymptote. Now, let's proceed in our exercise. Exercise. True if the statement is correct and false if the statement is wrong. To find the process of an exponential function, fx, we need to equate fx to negative 5 and solve for y. What's your answer? Oh, correct. That statement is false. Why? Because the correct statement is we need to equate fx to 0 and solve for x. Now for our second statement, x intercepts point toward the graph crosses the x-axis. Alright, you got it right again, guys. So the answer is true. Let's proceed in our third statement. Y-intercepts point toward the graph crosses the y-axis. Oh, really? Oh my gosh, guys. You got it right again. It is true. So, for our last question or statement, if there is no h, then the horizontal asymptote is equals to x equals to what? Oh, x is equals to 0. What's your answer for our last statement? False! You got it right again! So you really did listen in our discussion. The right statement is if no h, then the horizontal asymptote is y is equals to 0. For that, I want to say thank you for listening. I hope you learned something about our discussion. God bless you all. See you again in our next discussion, guys.